Orangeburg County continuing to recover from those floodwaters they received Wednesday and yesterday. The onslaught of water leaving many roads impassable. County leaders telling us tonight there's no date for when some of those roads are going to reopen. News 19's Walker Lawson is joining us live this evening, and I can see behind you the water is still in the parking lot of that pharmacy.
That's right, JR. Water is still high here. We're not too far from the Edisto River, so as Efren just mentioned, it got to a peak of 15 feet. So we have seen that. This is kind of water that's pushed out into the city of Orangeburg. Now, I was actually out here for Tropical Storm Debbie, and we did not see any flooding like this. I just want to show you the CVS Pharmacy parking lot flooded. The back of some trunks to these cars are open. And if we pan over just a little bit, heading down Stonewall Jackson Street, you can actually see a car just sitting submerged in the middle of the road. As you mentioned just a couple seconds ago, they say that there is no date for when some of these roads will reopen across the county and the city.
So we've got several major roads that have major damage to them that's going to take significant repairs.
Billy Staley, Director of Emergency Management, says the concentration of the damage is in central and western parts of the county.
It's quite an effort to navigate from the western side of the county to the eastern side of the county because of the outages and the infrastructure issues. But we're working very aggressively with DOT.
As some roads remain underwater and others are washed out, SCDOT says they are all hands on deck.
Our crews are not going to stop until things are back to normal in Orangeburg. And our crews are down there monitoring roads while the event is occurring. So our crews were out there yesterday when this rain was still happening. They were monitoring the roads where they were seeing flooding and closing those roads and making sure that we kept people off of the areas where they could get into a dangerous situation. So we've been all hands on deck since this started.
At last update from the Orangeburg Emergency Services, 167 roads in the county remain closed.
Once the water recedes in those problem areas, we'll have crews that go out and assess damages, see what kind of repairs need to be made, and then we'll go into expediting these repairs once it's safe to do so.
We'll continue this assessment process throughout the weekend. It's going to be a very dynamic process as we're doing it. Roads will opening, roads will close, but we'll get to a point first to the middle of next week to where we'll have a more established understanding of what those repairs are going to take, how long they're going to take, and what those I would say established changes are going to be for the near term.
Now again, as mentioned, there is no official date for when these roads will reopen. Again, just preferencing for people, when there's a barricade up within city or county limits, they are asking you to please not drive around it. We have seen several people drive through this intersection and or get turned around. So again, turn around, don't drown, and we will continue to follow the latest as they work to reopen these roads across the county. JR.
All right, Walker Lawson tonight. Thank you. Our team